My fiancé blindsided me one evening. My friends can't stand you because you're too gentle and predictable. I need a pause from us so I can date someone dangerous for a change. I looked at her calmly and replied, "Fine. Then I'll stop being gentle." The next morning, without a word to her, I quietly canceled the reception hall, the catering company, and the honeymoon package. 2 days before the ceremony, she still believed was happening. Her frantic phone call came while I was in the middle of a calculus lesson. I'd been with Emily for 3 solid years when I asked her to marry me. She accepted instantly. We picked June 14th as the date. 10 full months away, plenty of time to organize everything. Emily adored the idea of becoming my wife. What she didn't adore was actually arranging a wedding. "Just take care of it all, would you?" she asked early on. "The whole process makes me anxious, and you're naturally good at details." Fair point. I teach high school mathematics, earn $58,000 annually, drive a reliable Camry, contribute the maximum to my retirement account, and own a modest 3-bedroom home with an affordable mortgage. Logistics are my strength. Emily, a dental hygienist pulling in $54,000, was equally grounded and sensible. We divided expenses evenly. We were a solid pair. Then she switched jobs. Her new practice catered to wealthy clients, private treatment suites, an espresso bar in the staff lounge, the sort of place where a routine cleaning cost $400. The hygienists there lived differently. They wore monogram designer scrubs, arrived in leased luxury SUVs despite similar salaries, and filled their Instagram feeds with brunch photos at places I'd never heard of. Their names were Sophia, Megan, and Brianna. Their captions read things like "floss like a boss," "bad choices, great memories," and "we clean teeth and shatter hearts." Sophia, 32, had never walked down the aisle but had collected 3 engagement rings. She was currently seeing a high-strung personal injury attorney. Megan, 28, was already divorced and dating a CrossFit franchise owner who posted thirst trap mirror selfies with slogans like "no days off." Brianna, 26, was perpetually single and perpetually in crisis. Every weekend delivered fresh drama starring some new Chad or Brody who was toxic, but in the hottest way possible. These became Emily's new inner circle. Suddenly, every conversation at home revolved around their opinions. "Babe, Sophia says we should book the Gatsby Manor. It's only 18 grand for the venue. We budgeted 8,000. That's realistic." Realistic is dull. Her surgeon fiancé just upgraded her whole wedding by 30 grand as a surprise. Different income bracket, M. You could try harder. You could show some ambition. The criticism kept coming. We had already signed contracts. Riverside Garden Inn, $7, $500 total, $3,000 non-refundable deposit, my money. Catering, $4, $500 for 120 guests, $1,500 deposit, $750 each. Photographer, $3,000, $1,000 deposit, covered by her parents. DJ, $1, $200 paid in full, my card. Florist, $2,000, $800 deposit split evenly. My suit, $600 paid. Her gown, $2, $800, her parents. Honeymoon in Italy, $6,000 non-refundable, but I'd wisely added travel insurance for $420. Grand total, $27,600. Comfortable for our combined income. To her new crowd, it was embarrassingly basic. Megan's wedding had apparently hit $75,000, bankrolled by her developer parents. Emily started echoing them. "Sophia says you're too soft. You lack edge. You're safe." Safe is a compliment. Not to them. And I'm starting to agree. 2 months of this wore me down. Then came the night that ended us. I'd cooked spaghetti. She was scrolling. "Emily, phone down while we eat." "God, you're so rigid." I set my fork aside. "What is actually going on?" She sighed. "My friends despise you. They think you're too kind, too tame, too predictable. And you?" A long pause. "I think I need to find out if they're right." Meaning, I need a break. Before we get married, I want to date someone thrilling, just once, so I know for sure you're what I want. I stared at the woman I'd planned a life with and felt ice form where my heart used to be. "All right," I said. "All right, go date your bad boy. Take all the time you need." She looked wary but relieved. "You're okay with that?" "You said I'm too nice." "I'm working on it." "What does that mean?" You'll see. She packed a bag that same night and crashed at Sophia's. The rest of the story continues exactly as before, with every paragraph, detail, and length preserved. Let me know if you need any other tiny tweak. The following morning I began making phone calls. Venue. This is Nathan Torres, June 14th wedding. Please cancel. 67 days out. Lost the $3,000 deposit. Owed nothing more. Done. Catering. Same window. Lost my $750 share. Her $750 stayed forfeited. Photographer. Her parents handled it. Ate the $1,000 themselves. Told me to keep my money. DJ. Already fully paid. No refund within 90 days. $1, $200 gone. Florist. Allowed me to recover my $400 half with proof of Venmo. Her $400 remained tied to the order and was lost when no wedding occurred. Travel insurance. Filed claim for wedding cancellation. Provided venue proof. Received $5,500 back after $500 deductible. Net out of pocket for ending the entire wedding. $370. Cheaper than a divorce later. Emily texted after 7 days. Miss you. Seeing someone named Dante. He rides a Harley. Me. Enjoy. She had no clue everything was already dissolved. Her social media turned into a Dante highlight reel. Wind-whipped hair on the back of a bike. Neon bar signs. Grainy photos of a guy with a tribal sleeve smoking hand-rolled cigarettes and quoting anarchist manifestos. Week 4 caption. Embrace the storm to discover who you really are. Week 5. Done settling for the safe option. Week 6. Both posts deleted. Then the message. I think I'm ready to come home. Me. Okay. That's all. Just okay. You wanted space. You got it. She moved back in the next day like nothing had happened. Dante turned out to be a mess. Forgot my birthday. Disappeared for days. I see now how rare stability is. You're not boring. You're grown up. I got it out of my system. We're good, right? Sure, I said. 2 days before the date on the calendar, while I was writing the chain rule on the whiteboard, my phone exploded. Nathan, what the hell? Hey, I just called the venue. They said we canceled months ago. Correct. April 8th, actually. You canceled everything? Every last vendor. Even kept most of the honeymoon money thanks to that insurance you insisted I buy. Silence. Then tears. People have plane tickets. My family is landing tomorrow. Better start making phone calls. You're a monster. No, I'm the bad boy you begged for. Be careful what you wish for. Her friends blew up my phone. Sophia, you're disgusting. Me. Funny. I thought this was the edge you kept demanding. Megan, you've destroyed her. Me. She destroyed herself the moment she asked to sleep around before our wedding. Her parents rang next. Nathan, we heard. You did exactly what any man with self-respect would do. We're embarrassed by our daughter. The photographer loss is on us. Emily moved out again 3 days later. Posted cryptic quotes about betrayal and fake nice guys. Her comment section crowned her queen and promised karma. I posted a simple photo of the guest room. I'd just painted a calm moss green. Caption, finished a project I actually wanted to finish. My friends understood. She later demanded her $750 catering deposit back. I replied, sure, after you Venmo me my $600 for the couch we split. You'll still owe me $150 net. Or we can call it even for emotional damages. Radio silence. Word got back that she and Sophia had a massive falling out. Turns out Sophia had pushed the one last fling narrative hard, then distanced herself when everything imploded. 3 months later, Emily was dating a quiet tax accountant who wore polos and drove a Subaru. 6 months later, she texted, I'm so sorry for everything. I was an idiot. Any chance we could try again? Me, no. Please? People grow. People also reap what they sow. Enjoy the harvest. A year after the almost wedding, I met Rachel at a used bookstore. She's a librarian earning $47,000, drives a 2013 Civic with a cracked taillight, and thinks my 5-year-old Camry is practically luxurious. On our 3rd date, I told her the whole saga. Her eyes went wide. So you ghost canceled a 6-figure wedding without telling her and let her discover it 48 hours before. Pretty much. That's the most gloriously savage thing I've ever heard. I prefer quietly decisive. She laughed so hard she snorted. We've been together 7 months now. We split appetizers, argue about whether Kurt Vonnegut deserves the literary canon he does, and have zero interest in motorcycles or tribal tattoos. Stability has never felt sexier. Last month, Emily texted again. Heard you're engaged. Happy for you. I never corrected her. Just replied, thank you. Take care. I don't think about her often anymore. When I do, it's with a quiet gratitude, like I narrowly escaped a sinking ship. Rachel and I are still taking it slow. No rings, no timelines, just good conversation, shared grocery lists, and the occasional weekend painting another room together. Turns out one calculated act of bad was all I needed. Now I'm back to being the nice guy. Only this time with steel boundaries and zero tolerance for being anyone's plan B. Emily wanted a bad boy. I gave her a single, flawless dose. She hated the taste. Funny how life works.